viewers in the chat are expressing their opinions about the price of a video game, with some calling for a price increase and others demanding a price drop. Thanks, AI chat. Summary. The amount of people asking for the increase, I feel like is very minor. Very minor. They're very funny though, those folks. You know? Here's the laugh that they want. They got it. They got me to laugh. There it was. Holy shit. Oh, they got me twice. Holy fuck. Welcome everyone to the Mario Kart Direct. I just realized I didn't have my chat open this whole time. Very good. And also welcome, might I add, to probably the final stream. No, it is. Not probably. It is the final stream where I am at the current location that I'm currently living. I literally got the keys to the new place like 2 days ago. I just haven't done the move yet. But we're going to do that move this weekend. So, hooray for me. I have physical labor ahead of me. But no one gives a shit about that, alright? Not a goddamn motherfucker gives a shit about that, alright? We're here to talk about the Mario Kart 8 Direct. We're done with that number, actually. I forgot, we gave up on counting. It's just called Mario Kart World now. Hello. We're gonna yap for a bit. Obvious thing that's obvious that should be stated. If you're only watching my direct reactions, and you saw my Nintendo Switch 2 direct reaction, I found that the Switch 2 trailer, or direct was great. There was a lot of really good information there. And then the information that wasn't there came out, mostly after I was done streaming, so you didn't get a lot of that more controversial stuff during that stream. But yes, I think $80 for a game is ridiculous. I think, I don't know if I understood correctly, but it sounded like they were saying, like, the Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart World Bundle, it's weird just to not call it Mario Kart 8. The Mario Kart World Bundle is, like, limited? Like they're not doing it after fall? Is that what is that correct? I don't know if that was, like, real info or if I misunderstood something there, but, if that's the case, then what the fuck? On its own, you know, considering you can get the Mario Kart game for 50 bones with that bundle, that sounds great, but if the bundle itself is limited, then to me this just sounds like fucking scam bullshit. So, I don't know. Will they do enough in this direct to justify the price of this damn system? Well, the system I think is fine. That's probably a hot take, but I actually, we talked about this on Pixel Pulse. I think $450 for the console is more than I was wanting, sure, but, like, I can get over it myself with the $450. I can. I'm gonna get this damn thing eventually. I do not see Nintendo dropping the price of this console, nor do I see them dropping the price of the game at the 80 bones. That's where my big problem is. I think that that's fucking stupid, right? I have my reservations with $70 games still. I still haven't gotten used to that. And $80 for a video game. This game better have no fucking DLC. Or if there is DLC, it better be free. Right? And I'm not even talking about, like, okay, you get it free with the expansion pass stuff, which was nice that happened for Mario Kart 8. But no, if there's DLC for this motherfucking game, it's gotta be 100% free. If there's even an iota of DLC that costs extra money, you're gonna sell 0 copies of this game. Maybe not 0. That's obviously hyperbolic, but this game as a standalone is already gonna struggle to sell. This game will sell best in the bundle, which, I mean, that's how Mario Kart 8 sold really well too. I have to wonder what percentage of this is Nintendo being greedy because they saw that Mario Kart 8 was like one of the best-selling video games of all time at like, what, 65 million units sold for 8 Deluxe? Something like that. That's off the top of my head. I don't actually know the metric, but it's somewhere around there. It's insane. You would think that the game's selling that well, plus them selling DLC on top of it, which granted, a lot of people had the expansion thing, but I want to know if this game's gonna justify the price. That I don't think it is. That's my honest opinion. I don't think there's anything they can do here to show me that it is. Bill Trinan said in an interview, he's like, just wait till that Mario Kart 8, I keep calling it Mario Kart 8, the Mario Kart World Direct. He's like, you'll see. You'll believe it. Sure. It's only, like, I say it's only 15 minutes. That's a long time for just one game, but, like, I don't know, man. If there's really that much game to be had, you know, I get they're not going to show the entire game, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I'm like, if I ignore the price of this game, I am very excited for it. Like, that's going to be the hot topic that everyone's going to be talking about. I'm sure reaction videos, if you're binging these down the road, you know, I'm sure that's going to be an annoying thing that every fucking person's going to bring up. But it's a huge deal because that $80 is such a significant difference in price from what we're used to that genuinely it will, like, there's no doubt about it. There are people who just genuinely cannot afford a game at that price. Like, you can justify it for yourself all you want. I'll probably get it. Even if I don't get the bundle, I'll probably eventually get this game. But if I can't get that bundle, I'm not getting a Switch day one. Like, there's other things on Switch too that I do want, but if I can't get the bundle specifically, then I'm not interested in getting it day one. Because I'm not going to spend $450 and then another $80. Nope. I genuinely will not do that. Until, like, if there's other games that are out, and then I have more to play than just Mario Kart, and I still can't get that bundle, that's maybe when I would make that move, but for day one, I mean, I'm literally, like I just got done saying, I'm literally moving in two days. I already have the keys, but, like, all the U-Haul bullshit, you know, 2 days. My money went to that Nintendo, so I literally cannot, even if I saved every penny I had and never ate food for 3 weeks, cannot afford the console at that price. And with the game. So, if I can't get this game day one, then it's just gonna turn into, whenever I do get the Switch, I'll probably play it, and I'll enjoy it. Nintendo says, frick you? It's okay, Nintendo. You can use the fuck word in this chat. It's okay. You don't think I'm gonna say fuck over game chat, but I am. I'm gonna say it. What I will also say, negativity aside now, is, I do think that the game did look very good, though. Like, if it wasn't for the price, this would be the most excited I've ever been for a Mario Kart game. It really is tanking my opinion on it that hard, though, right now. But moving away from the price topic, because I'm sure it's annoying, what I will say is, open world Mario Kart is a very interesting concept to me. I'm concerned about, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. I don't think you can. No, you can't. Well, just in the middle of the thing, you see how the road is just straight. I haven't watched a lot of the Treehouse gameplay, and from what I've heard of people saying in like podcasts and stuff is like it's a non-issue, but my concern without having played it and seeing very minimal footage on the game is that there's a lot of just go straight, and that's cool, and that's only for like the in between the track stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's fine, but I mean, you can go off road, you can explore in the free roam mode. Allegedly, there's a lot of very interesting things to find. Nintendo wants me to currently believe. I'll believe it when I see it. There's P switches. You can kind of see it over by the logo. We've seen a few P switches in the like trailer footage, but I don't think we've ever seen someone touch one. So like, what's a P switch do in Mario Kart? I don't know. They do interesting things in the Mario games sometimes. Okay, not really. Usually they just make like blocks appear. But if it turns my P on, then that's good. I like pissing. I'm good at that. I've done that a lot in my life, actually. It's called the P switch because you pee on your Switch 1, and Nintendo pisses on your bank account. Right, okay. I said I was gonna move away from price. Fuck. I just can't. Cow, cool. I expect more cow. I think we've seen up like what 50 total characters so far in this game through pre-release footage. I want to see that character roster eclipse Smash Ultimate, and I'm not joking. I don't know if it will, but I want to see it happen. It's not like it's not going to be as like unique or cool as Smash Ultimate because that's like shit tons of crossover stuff. And I don't expect to see any crossover in this game, like from like Zelda or Animal Crossing, like what was in Mario Kart 8. I think this is just going to be Mario because the open world is like quite literally just explore the Mushroom Kingdom. And that's a cool concept because I would play Mario Kart 64 like those old YouTube videos that had the what was it, the like speech text box things that would appear on screen. What were those called? Annotations? You know, the people who would do like Mario Kart 64 videos where they'd like drive around Peach's castle courtyard and then it'd be like Mario going on a little driving adventure. Yeah, I actually did that shit myself. Like, not the videos, but like what the gameplay there was. I would do that shit as a kid. And I never thought that I wanted like a Forza Horizon for Mario Kart, but I'm interested. I would also like to, however, see a traditional select the track from a menu Mario Kart gameplay option as well. I don't need this to be Breath of the Wild, where it just ignores previous legacy in favor of doing new. I like new, but let me do the old as well, because I think there are going to be times when, you know, driving between course to course is cool, and the Knockout Tour is especially cool, but there's also just going to be times I want to do some time trials, or just going to be me just wanting to just, you know, all right, let's get on with it, you know? Like, let's just do a couple of races. I don't need it to be this big thing, you know? But I'm excited. I don't really have much else to say about this direct without having seen it, so we'll discuss it a little bit afterwards. So stick around. I'll try not to have too much obnoxious commentary, but I mean, Nintendo's going to have a hard time outdoing the reveal of Cow. Cow, which, by the way, can eat burger and become cannibal. Flesh cow. Don't fucking matter. You know what would be cool? Actually, I got one more prediction in me. Or maybe not prediction, but just like hope that this game does. Is that I want to see this game, similar to Smash Ultimate, start with a very, very minimal roster. Like, I could be fine if it just starts with, like, a me. But, like, I want to see them expand it over time. They just went right into it. Alright, let's see what we got. What is Birdo's hole, anyways?
Drivers, start your engines. Welcome to the Mario
Kart
World game. Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
Banana.
In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But
I saw that Pianta.
Across cities, plains,
cow,
a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
I see Big Donut.
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them.
Is that Mario Circuit 1?
And we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
It's hard to spot the retro tracks in this because they look so organic.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
Okay.
Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore.
This music's good.
Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it.
From what I've heard, all the pre-release footage of people playing this at like the Switch events, people really did not know how to play this game. And it was really frustrating to watch like off TV play footage.
Salty Speedway.
No one knows how to drift.
Splash around the city's canals.
Salty Speedway. That's
Stay
Nintendo
cool
fans.
In the snowy trails of Starview Peak. Just don't slip off while soaking
The costumes are cool. Penguin is neat.
Spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema.
Oh,
It's
I like that.
Oh,
this is cool.
Drive-in theater. And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory.
Yeah.
Peach Beach.
That's hardly recognizable as Peach Beach.
And more.
Also,
Nostalgia
Wario
courses
Shipyard
from past titles
was
are
like mostly
also here.
underwater.
But now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day.
Count
or
the
at
courses. I'm too lazy to do that. I'll do it later.
night. Race as familiar characters like Mario,
Who?
Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like Goomba.
There he is, stuck between two pipes.
Spike. And, that's right, Cow.
I love, but I did see
Even
in the
more
footage,
racers
its
are
name
waiting
is
ready to
Cow.
roll. Select your character.
It's not called Moo Moo,
Choose your
it's called
vehicle.
Cow.
Then you're off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats.
I'm
so make
fine
sure
with
to
them
find the
getting rid
combo
of
that
vehicle
best suits you.
customization. I like vehicle customization, but really, the only thing
There
that
are
ever
two
matters
main
in
styles of
8
race
is the body
revving up in this
anyways.
world. Grand Prix and Knockout Tour.
No time trials?
In both modes, up to 24 drivers
this is
can
Double
participate.
Dash
The
battle
most
music.
in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid
The
on
Pipe
the road.
Plaza coming
Look
back?
out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from
Okay.
Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way. Try
I
to
love the
steer clear.
kaboom coming from the blue shell.
And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup,
7
Flower
cups?
Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held
And
all
more.
around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off
What
racing
song is
around
this?
Mario Brothers Circuit,
This is Mario Kart 64.
while the second race will take you from
Mario
Mario Brothers
Circuit.
Circuit to Crown City.
I think we did
For the
see that
first
Wario,
time, you'll need to
Wario
drive yourself to the next
Stadium
course in Grand Prix.
was there,
So don't sleep at the wheel.
which also uses this song.
And if you conquer all Grand Prix cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Nah, it won't.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From
I'm
Golden
actually
Rally
fine with
to
them
Ice
not
Rally
showing Rainbow
and
Road.
more.
Oh wait,
These
here's a few
extended
more
races
cups.
Take you from one end of the world to the other.
Oh wait, some of these cups have more than just 4
Get ready
races.
for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
And look at this course design though. A lot of it is just like going straight.
If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running.
F-Zero mode.
Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints.
I hear at the end of it, it's top 2 only.
So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place.
Expressions are great. It's Wario Man. Looks like there's a few new items here.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell,
boy.
coins will appear.
I sure
Now's
love
your chance
coins.
to grab 'em. Just don't let your rivals cash in first. Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the
Okay.
hammer in an
How
arc
is that different from a
and
fire
bend
flower?
it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to
Okay.
block off rivals. Mega mushroom. With the
Why'd he
mega
say it like
mushroom,
that?
go big so your rivals will
He
go
said it
home.
like fucking
Feather.
Gohan would say,
Use the feather to jump
Saiyaman!
up and avoid attacks. You
Is
may
the
even
feather
discover
actually
some
going to be useful? I
unexpected
have my
routes.
doubts.
Comic. With Comic's magic, your
He's an
rivals will
item.
transform.
Demoted from
What other
character.
mysterious effects will happen?
Everyone
to
is
see for
forced to charge and chuck.
The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it.
I mean,
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
oh good.
These include smart steering.
Can smart
which helps
steering
you
be
stay
off
on the
by
course.
default?
Tilt
Graphically,
controls,
this game
where
looks
you can
off
hold the
awesome.
Joy-Con 2
I
controller
heard that this
horizontally and
runs
use
at
motion controls to steer.
2K, not 4K.
And if you have the
Switch 2
Joy-Con
can do
2 wheel,
4K,
you
but
can
I think
feel
this
like you're
game is
really
specifically
driving.
1440p at 60 FPS. And from what demo footage shows, it's pretty solid.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about
Prime
now.
at 4K
Hey, look,
is really
it's a
cool, but
drive-thru.
I'm more interested in the 120 FPS for Prime.
Here at
I
Yoshi's,
heard there
you can
might be a
grab an order to
120
go.
FPS mode for this.
Dash food.
I don't know if that was
Take a
just
bite,
rumors though.
And you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi.
Cold
Whoa,
fish.
Nice threads.
Sushi.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
But they take up like a slot.
Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a
Pirate
pit stop
Wario.
and check out these
Chips
drive-thrus
Mario.
all around the world.
Cowboy.
That was a nice detour. Now let's get back to the action.
From what we've seen, I think there's
Let's
10
introduce some new
outfits
tricks
per
that'll help
character,
you
but
ace
like
each race.
that's for like the mainstay characters. I guess like
Charge
the
jump.
minion
You can
characters
now
don't
use
have
a charge
costumes.
jump by holding the drift button while driving
Charge jump.
straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
You just do a trick whenever
Use
you
this
want.
to leap over obstacles.
Oh,
Grind along power lines
so then the
and dodge
feather
attacks
is
from
like
your
a
rivals.
buffed version of that then?
And if you jump toward a wall,
Why can you play as
wall
this
ride for a
fucking
short
thing?
period of time.
Yeah, so there's no anti-grav.
Chain
Instead,
some tricks together,
you just
and you may
do
even
tricks
reach
off of the
places
walls.
like so close. Almost there.
You suck.
Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind. This will return your vehicle to its original position. Nice!
NSO's F-Zero power!
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
I'm assuming that's for single player only.
Keep in mind, though, your rivals
Like practicing
will
the
still
track.
move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Oh.
Wanna
Maybe
take a
not?
spin in even more races? In time trials, it's you against the clock. Here, you can race without any other competitors.
Okay, time trials is in.
If you
Okay,
go
good.
online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
This course is unrecognizable.
Customize
But
the
that
rules
was
of the road in
N64
versus
Wario
race.
Stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course. Or you can
Okay.
choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
Okay.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Just come up with the most fucking convoluted routes you want.
24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams. Group
Someone's
up
gonna
and get
analyze
ready to
that.
Put the pedal to the metal.
Let's see all those names.
Next up,
Cataquack.
battle
Why is
mode.
Cataquack?
Pop off locally or online in balloon battle.
Oh,
Use
God.
items to burst your rivals' balloons.
Okay,
Pop them
wait,
all
never
and your
mind.
Rivals out.
For a second, I
And
thought it was
coin
Mario
orders,
Kart
where
8,
you can
like
go for the
original
gold by
Wii U battle
collecting the most
mode.
coins.
Okay, there's Big
Race
Donut.
or battle, enjoy whatever drives
It might be
you.
like both, but there's traditional battle courses, so that's fine. Oh, God.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem.
I know this music.
Ride the rivers. See
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
the seas. Drive the desert.
Why can you play as fucking
Or
Pokey?
jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world.
You cannot go any further.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Oh, it gives you like a little
Hit
coin
hundreds of
challenge.
P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Missions.
By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
They're not... Okay.
There are also hidden coins.
So it's sort of similar to Mario Kart DS
Hidden panels.
mission mode?
And more. So take the scenic
Huh.
route and explore.
They don't do anything? No, they do like missions.
Also,
They
during
activate like a
free
little
roam, you can
challenge
take
mode.
Photos whenever you like.
Like an individual mission.
Strike a pose.
It
Look
looked
at the
like
camera.
different piece, like...
Choose a frame
There
to
might not be a
decorate
visual
and-
distinction, but
Nice.
P-switches
That
can
one's
do
a
different
winner.
things. I'm never going to use that photo mode.
If one person has Mario Kart
Okay, that's
World,
running at
up to
30
4
FPS.
players can race in split screen on the same system.
Or maybe
The
like
game
40.
also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
That's neat. Imagine finding
And up to
8.
24
Imagine finding
players from around
24
the world
people
can join a race or battle in
in
online
a
play.
non esport setting. Like, who's gonna use that in full function? Who has that many friends?
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived.
What song is this?
Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
Mario Kart has a decent esports scene from what I've seen, but it's not really that popular.
Battle or race with custom rules.
Like, people will do it. It's
Or
usually
just
time
go
trial
for a
stuff
ride
from what
together.
I understand, though.
Make
People
this
don't really
road
play
trip
like
your own.
races together.
You can also take photos
That's
together
cool.
along the way, if that's more your speed.
Just the reference is cool, I guess. Oh, this is
With
the Chain Chomp music.
Enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
I do like game chat.
Let's go.
Again, if you don't have a capture card, it's a nice feature. Like, the frame rate's dog shit, sure, but I think that's for the sake of not compromising the performance.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together.
That guy is smiling way too much.
Who's close by?
I would love
Wait,
to
who
see
just
my
passed
friends'
me?
reactions. However,
You'll
you're
be able to
distorting
tell
the
in an
image and, like,
instant.
twirling them, so I
Michelle
can't...
And bullseye.
I think the camera's cool.
And when playing together in person on the same system,
I think
a
the camera's
single
cool for,
camera
like,
can
Mario
detect up
Party.
to 4 people's faces.
Wait, really?
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Oh, I gotta tell Quinn about that, because when we were talking on Pixel Pulse, I was like, nah, it's probably just one person per camera. It can do up to 4? How reliable is that, though? Is it like, accurate? I'm skeptical. I mean, I know face tracking technology has come a long way since the Kinect, but... I mean, Nintendo is working directly with NVIDIA for a custom processor on the Switch.
Continental race around the world is
And
just
NVIDIA
around
themselves
the corner
do
in
face tracking
Mario Kart
technology.
World, available exclusively
So-
on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario
Digital.
Kart World will also be available.
Limited time production through fall 2025. Wow, okay, that just kind of ended, didn't it? I'm just gonna go ahead and say no, that in fact did not justify the $80 price tag, but it does still look like a good game. If you can get it, you know, in that bundle, then yeah, I'd say it's worth $50. I'd say it's worth $60. It's not worth $80 though, Nintendo. And honestly, this trailer, this direct didn't really tell me anything new. Like, I got some information, I guess, that I didn't know previously about, like, very specific things in the game, but, like, I didn't have a wow factor that I didn't already know about this game. Like, the majority of this was in the original reveal trailer. So, I mean, what I'll say about the camera is, if you're a VTuber who doesn't want to show your face, then yeah, never get the camera. I'm wondering though, since you can just use any USB-C cameras, Nintendo has confirmed, is the technology for game chat supporting the 4 cameras, is that firmware that's in their camera, or is that something the Switch 2 is handling itself? Because yeah, if I just plug in any old USB-C camera, you know, my Logitech, you know, it is what I'm using for the VTuber tracking, and I mean, it's okay, but like, it doesn't have any additional face tracking technologies in it. This is all just VTube Studio working for how I do this. You can also use iPhones and stuff, and I mean, iPhone face tracking, from what I understand, is very reliable. So I don't know. I hear NVIDIA is pretty good at doing it, but I don't use NVIDIA's face tracking tech, so I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, hey, it's a big ass world. I am excited to like play and explore, because as is with Xenoblade, as is with Tears of the Kingdom, as is with eventually this, I am a dude who just kind of likes to play a game and just like wander. All right. For some people, that is boring, and I understand. And it's definitely not for everyone. But for me, a game like this is very appealing. It's just, boy, howdy, do I have a very, very hard time justifying $80. Like, you did not successfully sell me on that price tag, Nintendo. And what the fuck is this last thing you said about the bundle being limited production?
Mario Kart World will also be available.
Look at this here. When the bar goes away. It's not going to. Okay, very good. Thanks for that. Limited time production through fall 2025. Available while supplies last. Is it the production of of that bundle is going through fall, or after fall they're going to stop selling the bundle? Which is it? That's an important distinction. Nintendo loves to do their arbitrary bullshit. And you know, it's especially frustrating that bundle is limited because like the Switch 2 already doesn't have a pack-in, and that, you know, the manual game, whatever the fuck it was called, is fine. And I guess it's good that it's only $10, because like 1-2 Switch was a whole $60 game. That's not a fucking $60 game. It is like a $10 game. And honestly, from what I've seen of the Switch 2 Welcome Tour, it's more of a game than 1-2 Switch is. So, you know, okay, fine, it's $10. I might get it. But, like, it should have been a pack-in. And, like, I know to some extent, you know, the pricing of the console and the game has to do with geopolitical world events regarding that scary T word. And, you know, then Doug Bowser went ahead and said, no, that has nothing to do with it. I don't think I fully agree. I think he's saving face a little bit there, which I don't know why he would. But like the tariffs potentially going into effect is not like it's news that it actually ended up happening and then not. But like we've known that it was going to potentially be a thing for a while, so Nintendo definitely had like a contingency plan in mind with some of this stuff. They didn't fully get blindsided by that announcement when that happened. So I don't fully I don't know if I fully believe him that like the price of the games in the system weren't determined based on, you know, the company making profit, even regarding tariffs. But like now the tariffs have more or less gone away for this. Like I guess like I don't fully understand. I've stopped listening to it, but I guess like the Chinese tariffs are still high and higher before than they were before, but Switch 2s are primarily, I guess, being produced in Taiwan now anyways, so the console itself shouldn't really see a hike in price. But like computers and technology, I think, are also exempt from the tariffs, which is like the main import from China anyways. So like that's a whole can of worms I'm not going to really go into. But like I don't know really if like I don't at least expect to see the Switch 2 get more expensive anymore. Like that was something I was genuinely worried about. And, you know, first world problems, I get it. But like I don't see that happening, but I do have to wonder if like the price of the game maybe was in part determined with that in mind. Or maybe I'm just bootlicking. I don't know. Maybe a mixture of both. Fuck if I know. Let's go over this trailer a little bit. I'm not gonna like go super in depth with this, but let's take apart some. There were a couple of screens here I wanted to specifically look at. This map, I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. You got whirlpools. The tricks are cool. This is a big ass map. Someone's gonna go through and like find all of the secrets just by looking at this screenshot. If I was like 5 years younger, I'd probably do that. But that's a big screenshot, and I don't feel like doing that. If this was a Xenoblade game, I'd probably do it though. Let's see. What do I actually want to look at? I want to look at that map. They showed like the big road map. Here we go. Let's count. I wanted to count the courses here. And what I will do is I'm going to capture. Oh, it is capturing cursor. Why do I not see the cursor on the overlay? That's weird. I don't see the I don't see the cursor. But it says that it's capturing cursor. No, it's not capturing cursor. All right, well, whatever. I'll just count this myself. So in the upper left, we have Bowser Castle. Looks like maybe that bone course. Some tree. Looks like Haunted Mansion. Rosalina Ice World, maybe. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, I guess, if you throw in Rainbow Road. I mean, there's a lot of open world out there. So, it's not too big of a deal. But what I will say is 30 courses off the cusp of well, actually, that can't be right. Did I miscount? Because even like Mario Kart Wii had 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yep, I got 29 again. Okay. So there's actually less tracks in this than base Mario Kart 8. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. Actually, that's an even further reason that makes me not justify the $80 price tag. Now, again, I do also recognize in between these courses, there's a lot going on. It's not just like plains and boring and, going through Ohio. I'm sure some of it will be, but like from what I have been told through like listening to podcasts of people who've played the Switch too early, there's a decent amount going on in between, but I don't know, man. I'm excited for this game. I am. I think this Direct just solidified that I don't need it day one. If I can get it day one, I may still do that. I'm not like fully like reserved and saying like I'm not going hard one way or another. Like I've seen some people see the price and justifiably so be like, "Oh, I'm just not going to get this console." And honestly, that's fair. For me, I want a more powerful Switch. I play my Switch a lot. If you don't play your Switch very much, and the question is, should you get a Switch 2 day one? Probably not. But I mean, if you like Nintendo first party games, I think the Switch 2 is a very, very respectable piece of hardware. There's a lot of misinformation going around on the console, and so a lot of that is Nintendo's fault because they did a shit job managing the information. You have to go to all sorts of different publications and different sources, and their website doesn't even have some of the most up-to-date information that other publications I've confirmed with real Nintendo employees, so it's like, it's facts, it's not bullshit. But there's also a lot of people who are throwing bullshit, like $90 US games. That's not a thing. That's a common one I'm seeing. $80 isn't much better, but $80 is the price of Mario Kart 8. There are no $90 Switch games unless you're counting buying Breath of the Wild completely raw, then getting the upgrade pack, then getting the DLC. That's $90, I guess. But I'm going to let you in on a secret. If you're playing Breath of the Wild for the first time in 2025, you do not own the game. My advice to you is as follows. One of two things, actually. My first thing is you don't need the DLC. You don't. You really don't need the DLC. I'm just going to be honest with you. You don't need it. The other thing I will say is if you're playing Breath of the Wild in 2025 and if you're interested in other Nintendo things, I don't mean to be the bootlicker shill here, but what I will say is if you're interested in other Nintendo products, in that, like, specifically their retro game library, Nintendo Switch Online genuinely is a very good deal now. They did not increase the price of Nintendo Switch Online, surprisingly. I'm not holding my breath that that's going to stay like that forever. I feel like eventually it probably will. But for now, it should be stated that they still have not increased that price. You get all the NES, which I don't care. SNES, I care a little bit. N64, okay. And GameCube, okay. And then you get, Game Boy, all right. Game Boy Advance, okay. As well as Genesis, which is another, okay. But, you get a lot of games with NSO, and you get the DLCs for a few games on, Switch 1 games. But more what I'm trying to get at is, yes, I know the expansion tier is arguably more expensive than buying Breath of the Wild and then the DLC. But what I'm trying to say here is, if you already own the Switch 1 version of Breath of the Wild and you are an NSO expansion tier, you get that for free. No, that's only saving yourself $10. So, if that's all you want out of it, then, just buy the expansion for Breath of the Wild, right? But you get that and Tears of the Kingdom for completely free. Well, for the price of your subscription, I guess. But I guess that one other thing for me is, this is not me giving financial advice for anyone. If you can't afford this shit, you can't afford this shit. I'm not here trying to tell you, oh, here's how you can make it work. No. If you can't afford it, you know your situation. I'm not going to try and justify it for you. But what I can say is that family plans are pretty good. If you have multiple people who are interested in doing Switch Online stuff, the family plan thing, I have 8 people on my account, including myself, including an alternate account for myself and my girlfriend. So 5 other people who are a part of my family plan who don't actually live with me. And Nintendo's cool with it. They don't do the Netflix thing where you have to verify that you're in that same house. No, you just be on the same plan, and they still get those upgrades for free as well, and all the NSO games. So I guess all I am trying to say here is it's also only an annual thing, and if you're just getting base NSO, at least for me, $12 a year really ain't that bad compared to some subscriptions. What is the going price for Netflix, which is monthly? I think it's something similar. Hang on. Netflix price. I don't even know why I'm on this conversation right now. $7.99 a month. That's for standard with ads. Without ads, it's $17.99, and you can add extra members for $6.99 each. For NSO expansion tier, let me get the up-to-date price. Nintendo Switch expansion pack family price. That's AI. Can I get the not AI one? Okay. According to IGN, the family pass is $80 a year. That is a lot of the money. But if you can split that up between 8 other people, $10 a year, not bad. For all you're getting for NSO, all those DLCs, all the games. I will say I have my reservations about not owning those games, but I also am damn glad I don't have to pay fucking $5 for a random ass NES game that I'm probably never going to buy anyways. There's a lot of shit on NSO that I never would have played if I had to pay for it. I'm just like individually, like the virtual console. I will say, again, things being removed from NSO is definitely a concern. We've seen that with that one baseball game. I'm sure the license for GoldenEye will run out at some point, maybe even with Banjo. Then I'm going to start, not saying that. But for now, in this current moment, on April 17th, 2025, I can unequivocally say that NSO is worth your time. Why am I talking about NSO anyways? That has nothing to do with this Mario Kart trailer. There's like nothing really here related to that. I guess you also get the game chat thing. That's part of NSO as well. For the first year of Switch 2, it's free, but like after that, I guess it's part of NSO. Yo, this boy got a fucking pizza following him. Look at that. He got a fucking pizza. Also, my cursor's on screen now all of a sudden. I don't know what changed. I wanted to see. So we looked at the map. So there's 30 courses, which is less than the base Mario Kart 8. That's going to be a little rough, honestly. But I think there's that kind of sucks. And like, if you go back and play like Mario Kart Double Dash in 2025, where there's only 4 cups with 4 tracks each, 16 total tracks. You play all of those tracks in like 1 hour, and then you are out of content for the game. You have done everything unless you want to play some battle mode, in which case you get another 15 minutes of game. And then you've done it all. That's the whole game, unless you're going for unlocks, I guess, as well. But like for like a casual thing, we're just like, hey, come over to my house. Let's play some Mario Kart Double Dash. That lasts you 1 hour, 60 minutes. With all of the shit that is here for playing this game single player, like the collectibles and stuff, I'm willing to bet I can get more than just, a couple hours out of this game. This game's going to be a very long time playing thing. Grammar, good. But again, I don't really know if it justifies the price. Here's the main menu. Single player, multiplayer, online play, wireless play. What is 1UP Fuel? What is that? Is that like Mario Kart TV? I don't know. Maybe they showed it and I forgot. Look at that Wiggler. It's massive. Right next to the cat and the other Wiggler. Excuse me. I don't really foresee myself doing this that much, like free roam with friends. Again, it's a cool thing for like hangout, I guess. I can see myself liking the free roam mode. I don't know about, maybe I'll try it out. I don't know, but I'll definitely try it out. I just don't foresee myself doing that much with it, truthfully. And I am For the record, I consider myself a very big Mario Kart fan. I have like 500 hours in Mario Kart 8. I'm not joking with that number. Like between Wii U and Switch, I think I have about that, yes. I could foresee myself easily doing just as many hours, if not more, in this game. But yeah, I mean, Mario Kart 8 now has 96 tracks. So going from that to 30 is a bit of a sting, especially when you're selling the game at $80. But again, it might just have to be something I have to play for myself to tell you, but just like as a gut reaction, that's how I'm feeling about it. And is it me? If this is Wario Circuit, which I think it is, from N64, this course layout got like really fucking nerfed. N64 Wario Stadium map. Let me throw this on screen. It did. They fucking nuked the shit out of this. Okay, so my VTuber's kind of blocking it a bit. Let me get rid of that for a second. So look at that mini map in the corner, right? That's the map of this course. Here is what it originally looked like. They just like removed 50% of the course. Okay. I don't know why they would do that. Because like, I mean, I guess maybe they thought the course was too long. I don't know. I can't. That's weird. I don't think I like that. I mean, this was already just kind of an okay course in the original, but like to then remove some of the track, I don't know. Maybe it'll make it flow better. I don't fucking know right now. I'm not trying to be like overly negative, by the way. Again, I am a very big Mario Kart fan, and I'm not trying to be a bootlicker either. I don't know where I fall on this. It's very complicated. I do think I want to play this game. I just don't know if it's entirely worth the financial stress it would put me through to get this game day one. Like, this might be a, couple of months of saving for me in my situation. I can't speak for you and yours, and I hope you are able to come up with this an answer for yourself. If you don't want the game, then you don't want the game. Don't feel like I necessarily need to tell you that, but I don't know, man. Also, no one's going to use this Joy-Con wheel. No one. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm just kidding. I'll use them, probably. Because I'm a shill. Sky High Sunday looks better. I feel like there was another thing I wanted to look at. Oh, right. It was this. I wanted to see how many characters are here. Oh, this is just 24. Okay. Wasn't there a time when they showed a bigger list than that? I guess not. I just wanted to see like how many characters were in this game officially. We still don't fully know. But I mean, here's 24 characters at least. I'm sure some YouTuber can really break down and tell you everything that's fully new in this. I didn't watch any of the treehouse footage, and I will not be doing so. Mostly just because I kind of want to just experience it for myself. I don't necessarily think I need the treehouse footage to sell me on the game. I think the game looks like it's going to be a solid 8 or a 9 out of 10. Without playing it, who knows? Maybe when playing it, I get fucking addicted. Who knows? It is the first new Mario Kart game in 11 years. So, like, that excites me. But man, they just they really did just nuke all of my hype for this game with that price tag. It's just like not. It's just genuinely not something I think I can afford. Like to just get without thinking about it, you know. Not that I can really do that with a $60 game either, but like really for an $80 game, that takes a lot more consideration. And I mean the console itself too. Obviously I need that, but like even if I already had a Switch too, for some reason, you know, $80, still a lot of fucking money. I'm just rambling, and I think I'm like looping in on myself here. I'm also very tired. All right, I've been up since fucking 4 yesterday, so I am going to go to bed here now. But thank you for tuning in to this weird rambling Mario Kart stream. I would say don't expect me to stream this day one. Because I might, there is also the high possibility, even if I did want this and had the ability to get it, that I might not be able to because of stocking issues. We're going to see what that situation's like too. There's a lot of factors going into this that may prevent me from getting this day one, but you know, maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise if I can't get this game day one. I don't know. But I think this trailer helped me realize that I don't necessarily need it as much as I thought I did upon reveal. Like upon reveal, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to live without this game after it's out. Now I'm like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be solid. I think I'm going to like this game. But also, you know, as I step back from streaming a little bit, and do less of it, which again, not I'm not quitting streaming. I'm going to be doing less of it going forward. And with that in mind, this game will be great for me to play on my own. But I don't know right now how I fully feel about this until I get my hands on it, and even then. That price is just such a limiting factor for me. So that's really what it keeps coming back down to. If it was a $60 or $70 game, I'd be speaking a very different tune right now. Or if the console itself was $400 and then this game was $80, I mean, I would still be mad at the $80 price tag, definitely. But I guess like my situation would be slightly different. So who knows? But. I'm really sick of talking about money and monetary shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and say game looks good. Well, here they are with 17 P switches, 21 question mark panels, and 13 coins. So I don't know how indicative that is of the final collectible total, but there's at least that many. I would have to imagine there's probably like 1 P switch per course, if that. There might be more than that, but at least one. I would hope. So, I don't know. Chat is disabled for the live stream. Wow. Is that just because it's like they unlisted the video, or is that because they were getting sick of people spam lower the price? Fuck. I hope it's not the latter. I mean, they kept it open during the treehouse from what I heard, and people were just spamming that the whole time. I don't know. But yeah, as for me, folks, as I stated at the start of the stream, I'm gonna get out of here. But this is my final stream from my current apartment. I will be going on a 2-week hiatus, at least. Even though I am moving on this Saturday, and I may have my internet back sooner. My current plan is for like just 2 weeks of just no streams, and yes, that's going to be hard for me because I do have Xenoblade that's unfinished right now, and I am very interested to continue that and maybe I'll do some offline stuff for that. But maybe we'll take a rain check. But at the very least, no streams until May 1st, which is 2 weeks from today exactly. So, please take care of yourself. We will be doing Pixel Pulse on May 4th. Or wait, no. Didn't we? I think we in the Pixel Pulse Discord changed which day we're going to be doing that. What did we say? We're not going to be doing Sundays anymore, I don't think. I think Fridays? Fridays, okay. So then the first Friday of May would be May 2nd. Okay. Well then, if I'm not back to streaming my regular stream scheduled stuff, then on May 2nd, 2025 will be the next guaranteed stream, I can promise you, where we'll do, I'm sure, a more rounded, I hope to get a Gary in there. I really want to hear your thoughts on the Switch 2, but also just things in general regarding games and stuff. And hopefully we can get Melvin in there as well, because Quinn and I had a lot to say about Switch 2. Surprisingly, I had more to say, but I ran out of time, which is why we switched it the day of the week to Fridays, because generally I'm more free like Friday nights. At least that was me justifying it for myself. The other, we talked about it for a bit, but regardless, Pixel Pulse, May 2nd. See you then. Otherwise, stay tuned. Look at my Discord if you want exactly when I'm coming back to streaming, or just wait for the go live notification. But at the very least, next week is going to be all me, finalizing the move here, cleaning up this apartment. It's not really a disaster, but it just needs some cleaning. And then moving in and just taking my time to do the move in, because in years past when streaming and doing a move, I rush the moving process and it becomes extremely stressful because I'm like, I gotta get back to streaming. That's not happening this time. I'm going to take my time. So I will see you when I see you, but I can guarantee you May 2nd, even if I'm not fully set up by then, we'll find a way to do Pixel Pulse. See ya.